Fox News correspondent Peter Doocy questioned White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre about the midterms on Wednesday. Doocy asked if Biden believes it is a threat to democracy if someone votes Republican, a question Jean-Pierre called ridiculous. This line of questioning comes after the White House has raised concerns about Republicans saying they will not accept the results of the election. Jean-Pierre defended the president's belief in the right to vote, but slammed, quote, MAGA Republican officials that are pro-insurrectionists. She vowed that the White House will call out any election deniers, regardless of political affiliation.
Okay.
Thank you, Karine. Following up on your comment that there's an alarming number of Republicans who are saying they're not going to accept election results, does that mean President Biden thinks it is a threat to democracy if somebody votes Republican?
No, that's a ridiculous question. No.
Why is that a ridiculous question?
Because American people should have their right to vote for whomever they want. The voting is a sacred right. It is something that the president wants to protect at every turn, and he has done that. He's taken actions to protect the right to vote. And you see Democrats in Congress also doing the work to protect the right to vote. We are talking about MAGA Republican officials who have been very clear about this, who say they are pro-police, but then they are also pro-insurrectionists. That is, you cannot be pro-police and be pro-insurrectionists, who also say they want to defund the FBI. That's a problem. That is a problem that we are seeing, and who I've said have been very clear that they have been very clear about pushing and peddling the big lie, peddling dangerous conspiracy theory. And so that's what we're talking about. But the American people have their right to make a decision on who they want to represent them, and they should be allowed to do so.
Okay. In the context of calling out election deniers, then, is he going to call out Republicans that deny election results and Democrats that deny election results?
It doesn't matter if there's a D or an R after your name. He will call out any rhetoric that leads to potentially political violence, or that calls to political violence, for political violence. That is a problem. The president has always condemned political violence. It doesn't matter, again, if you're a Republican, an independent, or a Democrat.
So President Biden thinks democracy can survive even if Democrats are not in charge of Congress.
The president is optimistic. He is an optimistic, you know this, Peter. He is an optimistic person. And he understands there is a majority of the Americans out there who do not believe in election and in denying an election, who believe in actually protecting our democracy. There are a majority of Americans who believe in strengthening our democracy, and that's what we see. But the president, as the president of the United States, he believes it is his duty, is his responsibility to call out this rhetoric, and that's what he's going to continue to do.